only because my mom ain't up yet. So I only got like a few more, maybe 1 or 2 hours of of internet before my mom wakes up and starts her morning streaming like a routine where like every TV has something on it. Cause I can't. She got Netflix queued up for whatever show she watching, cause it comes out on that day. Then she's got whatever Discovery Plus on over there. Then she's working on this secure connected server at work that connects to everybody there, and it's just so all the internet's is going. So I hear like movies over here. She's downloading songs on that other computer, her tablet, and whatever. Work right there, and there's something here, and I'm like, Ma, stop sucking up all the internet. And she's, I don't even have much on. That's you down there. Second Life. Don't tell me. I've been with y'all for years. I know how Second Life sucks up all the internet. She won't let me forget that. This is one time, Lee and them were playing Xbox thing. Now this sucks for me because I was spread out with various alts on and something like that. And they were like, Ma, her game is Second Life is taking up all the internet. Look at this. So apparently he loaded up that Xbox test your connection thing and it was like 2. And then he walked over and he unplugged my Ethernet. All my alts, everything, total face crack. Everybody knew that I was half the sim now. We all signing off at once. And then the internet goes all the way up to like 50 on there. And then she's all like, well, you are taking up a lot of the internet. I'm like, ugh. So she's like, I know how Second Life is. I've seen the tests. It's been proven by science that Second Life sucks up all the internet. It's not even my 12 Netflix I have open. Alright, I should actually start the tutorial on what I'm doing. I'm not even a tutorial, I'm just hanging out. So, hi everybody. Sorry you had to be in the middle of that conversation. I was talking while I was waiting for YouTube to finally connect. And throw this water out because I don't trust it. Alright. So I've been experimenting with and that's, don't get suggested, I'm not doing anything dirty here, trying to pee and tutorial at the same time. Just filling this water thing up here. I've been experimenting with VRoid. VRoid. I'm not sure. I still can't read. One day I'm gonna get hooked on those phonics. Huh? Alright, so I've been testing out different hair textures because I feel like I wanted to make that hair tutorial, redo it. Because, I'm not sick and dying anymore. I can do the tutorial and we can make something nice with this. And I've been experimenting with different hair stuff and textures. And when I thought I had a good one and I was all ready to go, my friend came and he's like, that's not a good texture. I was like, what do you mean it's not good? He's like, where's the light? Where's the fluff? Where's the shine? So I tried to put a shine on it and it looked like clay. And I tried to make it alpha blending like he was suggesting because he's all like, ew, you're alpha masking. It looks terrible. And I put it on alpha blend. And then I put it on alpha blend and it looks beautiful, but you see right through the scalp. And that would mean I had to add more layers, more triangles. And we got to be on that whole conservative thing. It's like the war. We have to ration out our triangles. So we can't have a 50K bob for the hair. So the texture wasn't working out. But yesterday I did a new combination of using the hair that I was before. Except for I made it, what did I do with it? I put a normal on the texture to kind of do a fake bump. And I turned it upside down. Because the texture is supposed to be let me show it to you. Sorry, I got so many hair textures on my desktop I was working with. And that's a PSD and not a PNG. This is the texture I wanted. So now I'm opening up Photoshop. So when I had it, it was upwards just rotated it back around. It was like this. This is how the hair texture was, and it was super thin. And it was just like one layer. So I had to keep overlapping them until I got the right thickness. And then I thought, why are you just doing that? You could save it if you were to double it in Photoshop. So I doubled it and made it thick like this, and it was working, but I still had to change the texture in world. Excuse me, in world. I'm used to that. In program, and rotate it so that the threads wouldn't start like this. Instead, they would go. Oh, that's the result. It came out nice. So I was rotating so the texture could be read like this, and that was giving me some weird results in here. And then I'm like, well, what would happen if I do something radical, like flip the image? So instead of trying to make Second Life and VRoid read the image upside down, what if I leave it like that and flip the image itself? Groundbreaking. I got so many good textures, like good results out of it, but it still didn't look that great. Like I was showing a before and after picture to people, and they were like, So like this is how it was with just the alpha masking, and it looks nice, but it's very like sturdy hair. There's no wisp to it like alpha blending can give you. So then I used alpha blending and added it in, and it's like, that's a bazillion times better. I mean, like, you can't see it in the picture, but you're like, this is the exact same picture. Quit your lying, Zero. I'll show you in world. It looks a lot better in world than it did with the picture, and I thought I just opened up Second Life, but apparently I didn't. No, I just opened up Singularity. Close Singularity. So once the viewer and stuff opens up, I'll show you what I mean. It looks a lot better. So I'm trying to get people to try VRoid out for hair, and I learned a lot more about these controls for hair, like the sampling and how much of a difference that makes, and textures and stuff like that. Because everybody's like, I want the hair tool, Blender hair tool, and that uses curves, and it's what the professionals use, and I'm like, I can't do curves. I'm just a little too blind. I guess it's because, I have a hard time with depth perception. So where I think I got the curve looking right and it's fine, I turn and then the hair is all the way over here and then trying to fix it. I'm just not that good at it. Sorry, ignore my blatant cat. We were just testing out some dumb stuff. I got gloves, but I made the gloves too long. But
It's so cool.
you like it?
Love it.
Hey, what are you still doing here? I don't see no soup in my hand. Yeah, I'm trying to work with Shiny Ducklet to get all this stuff going for the cats. But hair is something that I would love to see. I'm not sure about how this will look on humans, but so far on cats, it's looking fantastic. So, let's see. I'm gonna use this one, the Bombo one. Hold on one second. Isn't that your cat color? Yay, I did it right. Alright, so this is it with just alpha masking, I think. Yeah, alpha masking. And then when you switch it to alpha blending, it looks like this. Like, oh yeah, that's Second Life hair, very wispy and pretty like that, but you can see right through it. So I would need to make either a layer underneath it, like a skull cap, or it has issues. So I thought instead of that, we do the Second Life layer system where you have a solid, and then on top of it, there's alpha masking, alpha blending, and that became this hair, which has the shine and this, and I think the threads are a little thin, but you get to see your scalp underneath it, which kind of makes it seem a little more realistic to me. So this is what it looks like when you combine one alpha layer and then one solid layer, and I absolutely love it. So I thought this would be a good combo of the two because it's got double the bump. It's got the bump map that what I baked into the regular hair texture, and then I have a bump that, oh, I don't have a bump map in it, and it looks like that. I just got shiny in it, just a plain white. Wow, I'm curious now. What does it look like if I had the bump? I don't remember what I named that bump map. I never name anything right. I got like 20 hair bumps in my inventory, so it's like, which bump was that bump? I don't know, it's not that one. It's definitely not this. It's gotta be, here it is, this one. So how does it look? What? Ooh. Damn you, Second Life. Alright, so that looks really nice. I like it. But I'm not sure what humans think about it, because I feel like The Simpsons. I used to be with it. Wow, look how it looks with this lighter. Look at this hair, honey. I like it. I used to know what good hair was in Second Life, and then I found out people are going back to flexi. So I don't even know anymore.
Really? They're back? Yeah.
Get out of here! You damn flexi. I got people asking us how do you make flexi hair? I was like, I don't know. Go find somebody else who had made flexi hair, copy bought it, and style it around. That's how everybody did it back in the day. Nobody knows how to make flexi hair. Yeah, well, it's big. But it's mostly with the urban folk, so it's all wavy. There's no real straight flexi hair I've seen with them. Anyway, this is the hair I made. This is the one I like. I don't know. I had kind of bad luck the last time I tested trying to make color versions of the base hair. So I found that it was a lot easier and you got better results if you just, went through the RGB and just tinted the color that you want for your hair. I mean, that would be better anyway because I can't make all of these colors. And you can put scripts in the hair and then have it just scan through it like this, and then you have rainbow hair, which is super fun, right? And no, I'm not just trying to do that so I don't have to work anymore and make, put in extra work. You're crazy. But yeah, I really like the way this hair came out. In fact, she moved. I was about to take a picture and save it. Quit it, you damn cat. Jeez. Anyway, I like it. So I'm going to show you what I did and how that's going. Because I'm trying to get people to use it. And they're like, yeah, you got it out of this. And they're like, I don't want to use VRoid. That makes bad hair. Like, if only you knew the secrets. So the first thing I want to do, though, is to... I'm so used to going in here in the texture parameters. We don't need to do that no more. I want to make it so it's not so conform to the person's face. And pull it out. And I want the offset to be a little close to the head. Cool. And then I found out also that all the time I've been using the female head because I'm sexist like that. I always use the ladies. It turns out that the male head is best suited for Second Life stuff than the female head. I don't know, his head is like straighter, more human than her squishy cute lady head. So, she does. She's a very squished. Her face, her chin ends where his mouth begins. So you need a big head, like a human head, a man's head for that. So this thing all goes mostly with the texture. The texture is so important. I didn't even realize how important the texture was. Also, you want to take that base out. Get out of here, base. Because you're like, oh, it's filled in, and then it's just the base. And then when you go to put the hair on, the base is like hid. Unless, I never even thought of changing the texture for the base hair. If I can figure out which one, like, where would you even go for the base hair editor? Let me see. Let me think about it. I think it might be in the face editor. Mouse iris, iris, skin, eyeline, expression. Fun. I don't like this face because it reminds me of Isabella from Promise Neverland. You know exactly who it is, don't you? The mom. Oh, blink. Does it stay like that? No. It would have to be in hair editor. No. I guess they don't let you edit that. Or is it over here? No. Alright, so they don't let you edit the base hair. Because I was like, why don't I just change the texture for the hair base? So I'm just going to take that off. Start working on it. Look how much offset it is once the hair base is gone. It's fine. I don't even really want the soup anymore. Unless that'll wake you up. Alright, go get it then. I'm actually doing this tutorial because apparently I talk too much. And the hubby can't stay awake because they keep putting on to sleep with how much I'm talking. So I'm like, fine, I'll go talk to some people who want to listen to me. Yeah, and I bet y'all going to sleep right now like, oh yeah, finally, that sweet, sweet zero. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, here. I know I'm somewhere where I'm wanted. The problem with me, though, when it comes to making hair is that I keep making the same bob. Like, okay, generate that. We paid those bastards. Who?
Rhode Island?
We paid them. Now, nobody should be calling us. That took all my fancy I'ma sneak and buy Lolita clothes money. I wanted that ball gown, damn it. Unless it's like that comment. What was that skit where the guy was like, your African uncle has passed away, and we've been trying to call you. You got uncles, and they do. You don't know that. Your mom's black. And she got brothers that seem to keel over more than the national average. You never know. Alright, so I found out this down here is very important, the sampling. I thought that it wasn't important. In fact, I'll show you why. So right now the sampling is at its default setting. Oh shit, go back. No, what was it on? I messed up my hair. Dingle. No, sure it's fine. Anyway, so what I want is the parameters width. So I'm gonna make this thin so you can see it better. So the sampling is pretty much how much this will work. So we're gonna try to make a curly, right? So take it and curl it in, and you see really close in that it's having a hard time following that curve. So put this here, and it's like that. You see it breaking about here? So if we turn the sampling all the way down to 1, just try to make that curve again. You see, is able to make a full curly. Up to 2. The same curly over here. See, it can't even go into the middle. So we want to turn the sampling up to get those finer details. Me down. Smoothness, I've been playing with too, because smoothness increases the poly count of the strand. So right now it's pretty low, and it's not giving us a lot of problems. But if you increase the smoothness, you see, a little. I guess it'd be easier to show you if I didn't have the already hair texture on it. If it had that nice solid default hair texture, then you're able to see this in more kind of, like smooth. You can use it, you can up it, but if you look at the preview window where it shows you what happens when you smooth it out, you'll see that you get cuts in the corner here and right here, and you can't see it when you make it in the hair, but when you go to texture it like for a second, like you'll see it in Second Life. So I try not to touch the smoothness too much, only to and keep it low, because if you like here, if it's all the way at 1, it's low poly, like PS1 hair. So you want to turn it up just till it gets to about PS3. PS2 to PS3. You don't want max smooth, because it's so smooth that it's creating creases throughout the hair. So never 100%, just a bit so that it turns into a soft curve. Like that. Hey, Bia. What's up? Let's see. What else did we learn? So I just downloaded the latest version of it, which is the only time you'll ever hear me say that sentence. I downloaded the latest version of this, and I didn't get a chance to see if they changed anything in the exporter or not. But I know that in this exporter, we export your stuff out, they added you can just export your hair out, like boof, hair, quads, mesh. So you no more having to quad it out and like a But the problem with that is it erases all of the materials that you have on here. I try to use that material reduction, which is this enable hair combination. That's new. Huh. Neat. We'll have to test that out and see if it works. So I'm going to do that real quick, since this is all about experimenting. So to set new materials for it, you just duplicate the last one and then you give it a new color. And then that counts as materials. Because if it can do the quad mesh and the material, no problem. If it does quad mesh and the material stuff, then that'd be great, because that's the only reason why I like quad, but I don't like that the materials go away. Because sometimes when you're doing your hair, you want to put it on different materials and different layers. Then you can just, like we do in Marvelous Designer, draw in the bones and then edit it up, jazz it up in Blender, and then that's what you got. But with this, it was like, no, what you call is for you, mister. No materials, and everything was all one. It was like, booty. So don't mind this ugly hair right now. This is just to test out the materials thing and see if it works. Okay, so we got some ugly bangs here. Quick stuff. And then we're going to try to export it with this new thing and see what that's about. Material count. I guess 12 wouldn't hurt. 2. And then I'm going to put the none on here. Enable hair combination. See what that's about. Like who? Remember, I'm a hermit. I don't know all these fancy designers, but we can look it up. I don't know. Is that cat in that litter box again? Oh, then what is that? I mean, I guess so. If you know how to draw it. I don't know how to draw something like that. I'm always made simple hairs like this one, this one, this one, and that one. I've never made something like that before. But I definitely know that hair is going to take layers and some time. So maybe it would be worth doing the hair. Why can't I import it in? Import, not export. Early morning 0 is not a here 0. So this is with the material reduction, and of course there's no material there. So I'm going to try the other one. Let's see how 3 treats us. Also no material. Damn. Alright, well now we know. Nothing changed in the new one. Hey Yuki, it's been forever. Fancy designer who started out as a copybotter. Hey, I'm a fancy designer who started out as a copybotter. What you trying to say, man? Okay. So, I guess when we do the tutorial, the old standard is gonna have to stand. Like if you want to have materials required. Oh man, it's got to be in the VRM. No offense, you ain't trying to make money out of stolen. Yeah, no, not at all. So I have the VRM importer. I have that script, but I think you're supposed to use the cat. Like I'm using the program. I am using a plugin called Cats, and that's what I use to import my VRM stuff in now. Yo, baby. That's weird. Oh, I'm like, why is that here? But it's only there because I had that other. I put it in this layer. My bad. This is something. So anyway, you see we have our VRM, our models, materials all in here. But there is also one thing I wanted to test out was what is the difference. I just put it back on top of the same here, didn't I? The difference in. Oh, come on, brain. My brain's dead because I don't have no soup.
God dang it.
Thank you, baby. I love you. Mm-hmm. All right, so the hair is 5,000 triangles, and here's 5,000. So there's really no difference in that other than this one's in triangles and the other one has been quadded out and then they took out the materials, which suck. Okay. Texture. Material. So that's how it looks, which is nice. Let me see what it's like if I remove those. Is it still smooth? Oh no, it's totally different. So you can't even, if you remove the triangles from that, it does look a little bit. Hmm. Hmm. Is there a difference between? Like it's a little more hairy and there's more gaps in between there if I remove the triangles. And if I do remove the triangles, it's not enough to drop the count down to be anything substantial. So it would just be triangles, which I remember somebody complaining about in there. So I guess it depends on your choice, what you want or not. This is how tutorials are made. Alright, so welcome to those joining us. So I don't really know how to design any hair. I always do references or the same edgy bob like this. So I don't really know what to do for an experiment other than just trying to test out this new version that just came out, which is what I was doing just now. So any questions, comments, concerns, what you may call it these? Ooh. Let's see. The hard thing that I find is to get the right I do find it a little difficult to get the scaling right because this head is a little bit different from the regular old Second Life head. So although the bangs would be up here, when we go to put it on there, they'll be down there in the eye. That's one thing that I find a little annoying. A part of me wishes that they would allow you to put in a custom. Oh God, I messed with this again. Sometimes I wish they would let you put in a custom model, and then this would be the greatest product in all of existence. But it's okay that you just make it off of an anime head. Oops! I also forgot. No wonder why this wasn't looking right to me. Is the thickness. You gotta have this protruding for Second Life. Otherwise, it'd be really flat to the head, and it looks like the old VRoid hair. You want me to save you some? Sorry, I've been asking my mom to make this soup since Christmas. And she's like, I'm gonna cook it. I'm gonna make it. Don't you worry, I'm gonna make it just as soon as I find my crock pot. She only just found it just now. It's like that SpongeBob thing, 2 months later. Oh, I see Yuki says that he uses Unity? Oh, that'd be so good. I want to learn Unity so bad, but I'm so stupid. I did learn that VRoid's reduction. Oh, no wonder why this is taking so many strokes. I'm like, man, I sure am. There we go. I sure am working it. This is looking so inefficient. There we go. I forgot that I didn't turn the width of the things up. Although now I'm thinking about that hair creator you guys are talking about. Like, what would their hair look like? How would you make something like that? I'm not that great at hair designer, as you can see. I only know from, I guess, examples, I guess. But I haven't really played with this program as much as I should have been playing with it since it came out. Can you guess what hair I'm making? It's from a very popular anime. Hmm? You can guess if you want. Damn you, Dave! Get out of here!
I know this with the bags.
Quit torturing that cat.
She started.
You're older. You should know better. I hate it when parents say that to me. He started it. Yeah, well, you're older. You should know better. God. What? Oh no! Sorry, our our deaf butt cat got into the box. I'm gonna hurry up and eat this before it gets in my mouth. Okay, got a good few spoonfuls. But I do like that they changed that you can change. I do like that they. Oh, well, it was. Did it change? I changed it back? Before. Ooh, there she goes. In the previous version, they let you select the whole base and change the material of it. Now, no, it seems that's not the case anymore. Boo. Now I'm stuck with this crap base. They do that sometimes. I don't understand that terminology. People are asking me if it's alpha hair.
Like you can see through it? No, I don't know. Oh, so the other hair technology.
Yeah, we old, y'all. The texture is alpha. However, the texture is not limited to just this. It can be whatever texture you want, which is one of the joys of this program. So I'm going to create a new one real quick and show you what I mean. So it's alpha hair. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I guess. So if you're not digging the texture that I made for this, you can import your own texture. And let me see if I can find another one I was using earlier. Like, we have these. Okay. Let me see. And then it shows up over here, and it's all blue, and you gotta figure out where, how you want it. Hello. Thank you for the hugs. Hang on one second. I need to swallow this soup.
Oh, baby's notes.
Hmm?
Right over there. Yeah, the toilet bowl.
Thank you for stopping them. The last thing I need is for them to pick up that toilet paper as the enemy. Alright, so that was a bad example. Let me find out which one is this. Find that hair. Where is that hair? Ooh, excuse me. Because this is the end result. This is how the hair looked when. Oh, that was the same picture. No, like it may look like the same, but it's totally different.
Sure you got all SFW pictures in there.
Well, there is that me nude on the beach. Remember the picture we just took? Mm. Oh, there we go. The end result of the hair will look like this when you use the texture that I'm using in this program. So if this is the kind of style of hair that you may like, then this. I don't really know. Welcome back. This is the style of hair that I used. That I made using this technique with this hair and this material. So the result will be different for you if you use a different material on here. I don't feel like doing this. I'm going to see if I can start over and hopefully the thing don't break. Oh, God, no, please. Don't hire me. I am done with commissions. Never, ever, 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 ever again. Turn this off. It's a little hot now. Ever. Ever, ever. Yeah, used to think I could do commissions, but then I realized that I can't ever meet anybody's standards, and we always kind of just settle, and then it's always so draining. Like, I don't know. I just can't do it. And then I hit my like a bunch of self hate, like, why I should have been able to do that faster. Why do they have to go across two shoulders? You know, stuff like that. So this is a lot easier now. That's how they all say. They all say that they're not like that person. And then they become that person. And then I get frustrated. I'm too bipolar to work for other people. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with the left with this curl.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we were talking about the sample rate earlier, this is at the default 2. And you see we try to curl it up and it won't go. It's kind of like that. And switch to the back of the head. And we turn the sampling down to 1. And as you see, we can go all the way around. So, sampling rates are important. Keep that in mind. Then we have the hair texture. This feels weird because it's not a tutorial. It's just experimenting with that new one and then trying to make one. Like, showing you guys the promise of hair.
Get off me.
Hmm. So this is the hair texture that I put together, scrapping together hairs from various games and duplicating and flipping it upside down if you were here earlier. And then things I learned, like this is called alpha hair. So that's his alpha hair. Alright. But I do feel bad that I don't know, like I know that hair, that story we were talking about is doable. I had somebody show me what they did and they made like, was that even from VRoid? Get out of here. From my crap tutorial? You made that? And he's like, yeah, and your tutorial was not crap. It's a very nice tutorial. You just need to learn how to use layers. And I'm layers. You say. Yeah, like this hair is from VRoid. This is where it's all about layers and texture. I'm glad to hear it. It always makes me smile. Like right now. You can't see it. But it's there. All I see is cheeks. It makes me happy when I hear that people learn stuff from there. Happier when they donate. But a happiness nonetheless. Oh, it was the soup. Look at me. I'm feeling good and happy. Oh, I'm sorry. That would make me sad. Very sad. I feel like that guy. I'm a peacock. I gotta fly. Fly my own skies. Be chained down by nobody. Okay. Let's see, what else did we learn? The thickness is an issue. The one thing that made VRoid hair so terrible is that it was just flat layers against your scalp, and it looked very papery. So apparently if you turn the thickness, it bumps it out to like Second Life prims, kinda. But at that test. Also the shape. So by default, we just seem to. Rigging is not my thing. Rigging is an acquired taste. You gotta get in there and like it, otherwise you'll hate everything about it. I don't know if smoothness will change that. Let me check this. It's got wiggly lines in there. So I'm gonna try to turn the smoothness up to 32. Okay, so smoothing it out does reduce the amount of crinkly lines. Oof, but 70? I don't know how hard that would be. Yeah, you can't. If it's there's a glitch inside of Second Life that Linden Lab refuses to address. If you are uploading mesh that is rigged and you select the include texture button, it will never include the texture. You have to manually put the texture on there yourself. If it's a not rigged item and you press the include texture button, it will include the texture to it. That's just something that Second Life does. They said they don't know why it does it, and they don't want to break everything trying to fix it. So it is what it is. All right. So what are we going? What kind of hair are we gonna make? Now I know about it. I'm like, ooh, hair. What can we do? When you export it from Blender, it should save the texture tools. When it does it, just press the button and include the textures. But you also have to make sure that the textures are applied to the mesh and they're assigned to the faces. When you type in basic female hair, they give you this braided, complicated style up top. So basic.
Talk about the lady.
I tried to do my hair like this when I was little or younger in high school, and they said it was too much. I had to take it out because I was trying to do the Chun-Li buns, but it just melted down the side of my face. It was just not right. My hair adventures in school. I mean, we could do a very basic of the basics. This chart again. Every time we do a hair tutorial, we always use the same chart, and somehow we end up downloading the same chart all over again. And so here we go, trying to get this damn chart to work. Damn chart. Alright, so I think I'm going to start with the back of the hair first and then the bangs second. Even though it feels more natural to go bangs first then back. But they have yet to implement a slidey system, hierarchy system for layering. Which is one of the main reasons why, fudge, what's that stuff called? Materials are important. Now, while I'm doing this, you see that the hair goes down into that teardrop almond shaped thing with your hair. We can change that with the curve, and you gotta watch up top. It's better. Hello. You can watch the ends, which makes it a little bit easier for you when you connect and stuff. But so straight and tapered at the end, or we can pull this bottom part up and spread it out. So now, instead of it being tapered, ooh, my left ear is like, ugh, who's bad mouthing me? Somebody cursing me out? I'm telling the secret. It's straight instead of tapered. One of the things I did learn again during this is that VRoid's reduction system is not really the best thing to use because I feel like you get better decimation results when you use Blender Decimate rather than VRoid's Decimate. Granted, they do have this one feature that eliminates, okay. Talking about hair right now, not so much rigging, but I reckon it's okay. What's your question? I'll keep talking while I'm waiting for this person to tell me their question. What was it anyway? Damn it, I done lost my chain of thought. Thanks a lot. Here I am making that same damn bob again. Oh no, that was a person. Like, what show was that where the guy was going? They're praising this guy for all his hair doing stuff, and then he goes in there and he's like, does the same bob for everybody. I'm like, no, that's just what happened in real life. You saw the guy that used to do my hair. I was like, I would like this hair. I brought in pictures of the major all around, and I'm like, I want hair like this. And he's like, purple? I'm like, well, if you could. And he's like, girl, your hair cannot support dye. I was like, okay, then just the haircut then. So he like runs his fingers through my hair, feels it, and he looks at it and he's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. No problem. I'm like, yeah, finally, I'm gonna look like the major. And I'm like sitting in a chair, going through the whole process, imagining my hair all cool, like I'm gonna look like the major. I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna look just strut. And then he's like, all done, and it's a bob. And they're like, oh, he does such good work, don't you think? Mm-hmm. This is fantastic. I love it. And then a girl next to me shows the picture of the hair she wants. Cuts it in the exact same bob as my hair. And she's like, oh, it's perfect. I love it. Ugh. Oh, well, I usually overlap them just to get them here. And then when I'm in Blender, what the hell happened to the hair I was making? It turned into the same damn bob.
Let's see. Don't play bad, guys.
I understand now. Just delete that. Put the base hair back in and give me some sense of scalp. What I like to do is I make a short demonstration bob. As I make this short demonstration bob, I will show you real quick. I like to start at the top of the skull as much as I can, and then drag it down to where I want it to be, and then kind of sort of overlap all the hair majigs. And then to connect them together, I just sort of grab a vertex of them and then press S and scale it down so that it kind of closes. Oh my god, what the fuck are they saying to me? I'm rigging a piece for Second Life, but it's an accessory piece. What are located on the handles of my avatar? There are two spheres. But if I transfer the weights to the sphere, it will be deformed. Two spheres at the handles. Like the love handle section, right? So by default, you're right, it will deform because the weights are pulling it from the bones and stuff. If you want it to keep its circular form and not deform, you have to select the bone and that's closest to the area where you're putting. Now to demonstrate, it said this here, including the texture of it. Said no need to really. Alright, I'll show you at the end. Just keep my chain of thought here with that game churro. So, like I was saying, you need to, if you wanted to keep it a sphere, you need to rig it to the bone that's closest to the area you want and make it more red than not. That way, it only really reacts to that bone and not pulling on anything else. Because the reason why it's all stretchy and deformy is because other bones are conflicting or fighting for control over the mesh. So it's like part of this part of my body, your pelvis, for example. Let's say you got it like right there at your belly button or something. So you got pelvis weight that's right here, fighting, claiming half of this, and then you got torso up here fighting for the top part, and they're both stretching the mesh. So if you give whatever bone is closer more control over it, like, and less control to the other ones, it will retain its shape. I hope that made sense. Good luck. Wait, did it make sense? Yeah, let's just say it made sense. This person totally understood everything I said and is going over there to make stuff. A crest? What do you mean? What is do you If not, come over to our Discord and we'll probably be able to help you better there. What do you mean, like a crest in the hair? Like a cowlick? Honey biscuits. If you sleeping, hit the, you know, a tuft. I'm not sure what that person means by like a tuft. It's not not an I'm not English, so I'm not sure what the right word is. A tuft of hair or a crest of hair? That's how my hair used to be. Oh, the thing that goes on top of the front of a hair, male hair.
That's a cute hairstyle. I love it.
Really?
Yes.
Not down so much upward. Oh.
80s anime.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going for. Mwah, baby, you get me. Alright, so, like, Tintin. Is it Tintin? Who has that curve going up like this?
I think so.
I can only imagine how that sounds to somebody else that's not speaking English. No, Tintin, Tintin. Yeah, like Tintin. See? Well, to go up, you have to adjust the grid because that's basically what the hair remembered me of Utana hair. Yay! That's exactly what I was going for. As the whole time I was sitting here, I was thinking about Utana and Miki. So with this program, you're basically drawing shapes onto a 3D grid. So if you want the hair to go up, all you have to do is puff out the grid. I want to turn this off down. So you just go upward. But slowly, because it can just go like that, bananas. So you could just do this and manipulate the grid. I'm not going to lie to you. Try to make the Tintin style. What, you want me to get sued? Anime Tintin. I think Tintin's hair would be like the perfect example of layers. So we'll experiment with Tintin during the tutorial, not during the experimenting stage.
It's not food yet.
Who's up? Hang on, I'll be right back. It's difficult. It's not difficult. It's just time consuming.
Careful. Alright, brain. You got a filthy story to write. What happens next? Whose butt is doing what to whose butt?
Hang on, y'all. I need ice. Love this girl. Hang on, everybody. I just need my early morning water. And my early morning water requires lots of ice. And I don't know why I don't bring the ice machine closer to me. It would make all the sense. Sure, did you want some ice?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, good, 'cause I'm taking it all.
Thanks for the offer.
feel like such a snob. Like I kept sending, like I was buying ice like crazy. Like make that tinted here. When I was in the hospital for that week or so, all they would let me eat is ice because they're like, oh well, you can have some food, but you gotta wait. I couldn't eat like I normally like to eat. Tintin haircut. Look. Oh boy, it's a lot different than I thought. Swoosh. Alright, There you go. Yeah, so I got an ice addition. What's the word? No, that's what the hair is called. But I'm talking about my addiction to ice. From.
Oh yeah, they did do like a weird CGI movie.
Yeah, they did. What happened to that? It just kind of fell off.
I want to say I heard it was not bad, but I feel like I'm making it up.
Somebody's being a butt. Like, yeah, make that zero. Suck it. Well, I feel like it should be you who sucked. I don't even know where to begin. Like, I feel like it would save a whole lot of time to make that texture and then just have a 3D tuft on top of his head. Where do you begin with this? Alright, Well, it can't be done. That's the long and short of it. Can't be done. Let's see. Let's see. At least it's symmetrical. I feel like this hair is too long. I'm gonna need wide particles because there's gonna be so much of it, and I don't want to make. I'm gonna cover as much hair as I can. So I'm gonna try long, short wefts. And if I'm supposed to be using wig tech, so from the bottom up, maybe. Damn you, Tintin. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Let me see. Conform. It is like I'm just trying to get this to conform to his head. Like it's as conformed can be. Any more it'll be inside his head. Turn the symmetry on and try to get it nice and tight to the scalp. Oh, I totally love your tips and requests. So more, please, good sir. Or madam, I'm not sure. Poison. Alright, so maybe I could try by drawing it out. It's going to go behind the ear. Alright, I'm gonna just do this right now and say that this is not gonna be an exact Tintin. It's just Tintin style. Inspired by Tintin. What? They have the mirror option right here that they put in, so you can do two sides at once. And let me turn this off. Maybe this will help. It's turning back into that bob. It's the same bob again. Look, okay, it's a bob with a Tintin flip. There you go. want a Tintin bob. We want a default bob with a Tintin flip. There you go. Alright, I'm just gonna put some fake hair up here. It's coming, layers, I said. We gotta build the base, and then we're gonna flip it up. Oh, that's not Tintin. Now leave it like this, please, and try to upload it with a texture. Well, like this, it's gotta get the flip. Ain't going. There's still more work to do. We gotta start dragging it the hair in a direction that's there. I wonder if I can manipulate it on the grid. Oh, perfect. And now we're going to try the flip. I could, don't. I never experimented with hair like this before. I did, however, do curls. But what layer is this? This is a dot I'm missing. So it's going to start here. Work its way up. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Somebody's messaging us on Discord. The master. Okay. Alright, let's get back to this Tintin. A part of me feels like it would probably work out better if I was to make the curve go down like this, but change the direction of, rather than trying to be challenging and try to go from bottom to up and have it lose control. And of course, it went in perfectly because I said it wasn't going to. You know, that's the rules. All right, we also need to taper that off. So I'm gonna change the twist. This needs to go back into a tapered. Like that. Let's see how that works out for us. Yeah, there we go. Let's push it in. Tuck it under here. It's sort of like Tintin. It's not the best Tintin. Hang on. It's a kind of more like a Kuwabara, but it's still adorable.
Oh yeah, I see what the side. That's cool.
Uh-huh.
I like it.
Oh, my mic. Alright, we'll leave it like this. You know, I want to pick at it some more, like filling those bald gaps right there. Oops.
Like my table.
The little one, the one on your lap table. Bad girl. Oh no, that's messed up. Don't do that. I'm like, I'll just wiggle it around and no one will notice. And you definitely notice. Alright, so we can upload this if we want. I want to push it in and work it some more, but then says I can't. Alright, that's cute. Huh. Alright, so let's take this in the blender and see how it comes out. Like I said earlier in the tutorial, I'm not sure if you were here for that. No, I'm on the main grid, but I'm kind of rich, so it's okay. Oh, so look who wants to come on now. I was sleeping. The Tintin. Huh? There's no point in me even doing it. Like, oh, I'm going to export it in both VRM and then the other one. That way we get the materials. Now let me grab that Utana hair. Hey, what did I tell y'all about under my desk? Come on. Scoop. Scoop. I know that's you, Bayonetta. Get. Oh, still so much hair left out there. I gotta fill that in. Scooped. Like move. Scoot that butt. Move it. Vamoose? Or is it Vamos? As our local Spanish speaker, baby. Vamoose. Alright, so we have it here. Since I got a cat on, I'm just gonna open back up my cat avatar. That's the sound I hear in my head. The song from Mario. Yeah, it's not gonna take long.
She said stop it.
Hello, Miss Karen Z. Welcome. You're witnessing me being punished for some reason. Somebody came in here requesting the damn Tintin here. We was just trying to do a demonstration of Bob. Tintin. It was a demonstrational Bob. A Bob for demonstrational purposes. In, out, done. Bing, bang, boom. No. Tintin. Pull this up. It's so weirdly shapen, but it's funny. It's not talent, my dear. I've been doing this all day. It's become muscle memory. You know what? That was a mistake, and it came out a lot better than I had did the intentional one. Just a little more. That's good, I guess. The good thing about hair is that you can just use the, what do you call it, cheat, and use this. Ta-da! Symmetry. And because it's hair, it all uses the same texture. It's not like you jacking it up like what you would with clothes or bodies. It's just like, boom. It is now symmetrical. Downside is I can't quite see if it's ever all the way on the scalp when it comes to these cats. So I always either have it pushed in too much or pushed out way too much. Never in between. Honey, look. I feel like I want to fix the back up some more, but I don't really know how. So it is what it is. All right, now let's go rig this real quick. I guess so. Sure. Alright, so two things that I like to do when I'm making the hair. I'm gonna rig it first and then do that. So, add the skeleton. What?
I heard who won the Royal Rumble.
Who?
I heard who won the Royal Rumble.
Who?
Edge.
What? Oh, well, he came back, so.
Yeah.
Out of retirement again. I got no love for that man. He was my boyfriend until the leader situation happened. Some wounds just don't heal, baby. And I can't respect somebody doing somebody else that dirty. Yeah, hush. What they did to Matt Hardy was wrong.
Yeah, it was.
I never seen a person done so dirty.
They did it. Made it into the storyline.
And then, yeah, like, how can you be so heartless? Like, you know what? Like, I'm going to HR about this. And they're like, yo.
HR told me to make it into an awesome story.
What? Yeah, so I can't even look at Edge no more.
Don't get mad now when she fuck back.
Huh.
I'm playing that as me and really playing the butt.
You know what? This doesn't even need anything like that. It's just all red. Oh. Red. Let's just take that off. I really don't need it. Oh, I'm like, why is it going into the skulls? Because it's outside of the skull for real. But This hair is so short, it doesn't really need anything but head anyway. Look how cute she looks. Okay. So we have the solid layer. Then we gotta do a dupe. Press S. Scale it out just a little bit. One more. Okay. Which is probably one more too much. I'm gonna move this second layer over here. Yeah, that's way too big. But we'll see. We only need it out just a little bit. So I'm gonna export this to my desktop. 6. Yeah, that's gonna be too high. So I guess I'll duplicate it again and put it over here. And we'll see. So 6. Decimate. Out of edit mode. Look at this. Ooh, yeah, that's bad. You know why it's doing this? Is because I didn't do that thing first. I didn't use their cleanup overlaying faces first. So this one's going to be a little bit high, but it's not supposed to be. Yeah, I don't like this. Did it not export? Oh, okay. So good. Missing required level of detail. Wow, that's new. Yep, I knew that was going to happen though. Okay. Let me go back to VRoid and do something first. I mean, there is a fix to that besides the decimation thing. Alright, so let's take this Tintin. Hang on one second, it's a song I gotta hear. Was it this one? No. Oh, it's a Super Street Fighter 4 opener. I want the regular Street Fighter 4 opener. The butt rip. Yeah, that's the one. I can see it coming over me. I feel it all around me. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. It's my destiny. Alright, maybe. You know what? was bad, and I'm about to be bad, but it's okay. Struck the ball. Yeah, that is an issue. As is that. Bad. Bad zero. Bad zero. What? Slowly, what I have to check and whatnot. Check what? So, basically, it's doing this because the mesh is too high. But, so if I do the exploit, which is why I said bed zero, bed, it should pop right in, see? Which is what I was telling people at the creators meeting when they were saying, "Oh, well, what we should." I'm trying to imitate that jackass as best as I can. What we should do is we should limit how many triangles a person should be able to upload in there. No, nothing they wear should be that high. And I'm like, they're just gonna cut it into pieces and then be able to upload it right there anyway. Well, if it stops them from uploading it, then they shouldn't be able to do it. Like, you're not listening to me. You will just slice it into pieces and upload it into smaller bursts and then wear it anyway. Combine it in World and then wear it. Well, nobody's gonna take the time to do that. I'm like, if they want that object, they will slice. God damn jackass. I hate that man so much. But whatever.
You baby's mind.
Anywho. So you put it in World, it looks like this. Absolutely perfect in every way. No need to fix. No. That's just part one of it. I have to chop it up. This is the solid base, and then you have the solid base, and then you put the alpha base on top of it. Turn off the shadow, the highlight, so you can see just how many wealthy you want it. Like I said, I'm not really entirely sure how this would work on a human, like how it would look on humans. I know how it looks on like anime characters, which is what I like. So turn the strand layer on. And one thing that I just realized is that I'm struggling with it on my head, and I could just res it on the ground. I keep thinking I've been working with bakes on mesh so much, I forgot that old stuff you don't have to do that with. So I'm gonna take this right here, and I put the little bomba thing down. So I have this. No, that one.
Baby skip. That was on my keyboard.
Right. So here A.
Still when I was on the phone too.
Duplicate. Move down here. I still haven't gotten the ratio right. How much stretching do you need to put it on top of it? Too much complexity. Yeah, it's a little too high. But it would have been fine if I would have did that stage one reduction in world. It's not bad right now, but it needs the top part to make it work. And then I need to put the bump inside and then the shiny. So I'm just going to put the shiny on it right now while we wait. Which I'm cheating, not even using real hair shiny. So 51. And then when we put the bump on here, which I forgot. Oh, well, sorry you didn't get a chance to see it. But this is what it looks like when it's got the bump and the shine on there. I think I got it a little too shiny, so heavy on the oil. And then when you wear it, you got the base on here. And then the second one is coming on. Which is sad because you gotta leave just as we do the finale. But you guys will say, are you hungry? Lunar, get, go. Can
Those will be sleeping.
huh?
Well, these cats will be sleeping.
They did sleep during that 8 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock.
No.
It's only one per.
That's the business as usual.
Yep. As we were saying before we were rudely interrupted. Kill! Kill the big ladies. So we have A, we have B, we connect them together and it makes one big C. And then add to your hair. So that's how that hair is made. It's a lot of shiny, but it could also be my lighting right now. I'm standing right next to a glowing field. Ugh, strawberry side. Like, yeah. I don't know. I'm usually in the dark. I don't understand another thing about you kids and your fancy lighting. It's shiny. What's a good lighting to use to demonstrate? All right, it's nice and bright and so yeah, that's it. That's that hair. I would rather do the cute lieutenant hair now. Honey, look at his hair. She look like she about to crack some heads. Kind of girl that gets down to business. I mean, it should look right now with humans. But I think I would have refined this some more. I wouldn't have just left this like this. I would have played in Blender and made it look a little bit better. But it's okay for a cheap attempt. But that does make me wonder, how would you go about making something like Tintin, like flat hair? I remember Dora doing it, making short hair like that. But what they did was they have a hair base and it's all texture, and then you have the flare, the hairs on top that do this. Like, so that's what it does. trying to scan through this, like, find the good light. Yeah, well. There we go. That's pretty light. So, but I know y'all will probably be able to do better here than I can. You know, I'm just restricted by red mage laws that I can know how to do things, but I can't master it. So, hang on 1 second before we go to the next stage. If you're still here, I want to. Oh, look! That was so cute. She just looked at the camera with her little lipstick and stuff. It's adorable. All right, I gotta go put this in. Hey, break it up. All right, so what we have to do here now, honey, is one, we gotta find the black cord that plugs into the light oven, which I'm assuming is still okay to cook stuff in. No. Oh! Whoa! No. What? Because it just hit me. Like, is it okay to cook it? I know it's a little dirty, but it's just boop. No, it needs to be washed out badly. What? Oh, well, turn the heater back on. Turn the heater back on. We'll just set the pizza in front of it. Eventually, it'll cook. Okay. Ooh, that stink. I was wondering what that funky smell was. And I'm like, bad kitties, you stink. This whole time it was that pie. Yeah, I ain't see nothing. Definitely ain't see nothing. Still nothing. Oh, this was the fancy hair I was working on. Ooh, it's so hot. I wonder what reduction would do to this. Yeah, that would be bad. But we can't. This saddens me because earlier I was making hair and it was cute and it didn't have so many triangles. Now I got it on and it's like it's all the triangles. So that's not good. I gotta figure out a way to reduce it so it's not so heavy. We can't have hair that's this heavy. Pretty, but too heavy. Even though that's kind of the standard in Second Life anyway. I'm just gonna be bad and upload this just for my own sake. I mean, I work hard on reducing stuff anyway. Lindens forgive me for uploading one set of heavy hair. Yes. Y'all know better. Don't follow what I do. Right? Nay. There you go. Oh, she was looking when she's looking down. You look away. Like you want a box? Maybe it's a different skin that I should use for that kind of hairstyle. Or should it be like bright red? Oh yeah, then that's the cat that's gonna beat you up, right? You want to fight? Go for the big red. She'll rough you up. There you go, the realistic lighting. But ew, Streets of Rage 4. Get out of here. Well, anything anybody else wants to know about? Here is how to export the hair on shoes. Game. Second. You know, there was a Karen who came in here who asked me a question, but she didn't finish the question. So does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to experiment with? You know what I wonder? What does that hair look like? I made this hair, and I love it. It's my favorite hair. Somebody was like, "When is that coming out?" Never. It's all mine. No. It now needs the second layer for the fluff, but I don't have that hair anymore. Yeah. Well, good for the experiment. Yo, I didn't even save that new body. Boo. Let's see if I got any ultra saved. Oh, you know what? This hair would be good to test out with this new head texture. So the bottom part down here would be the masking. Oh wow, that's so much better. And the top part here would be blending. Yeah. That's so cute! Though I think I'm masking a little too hard. It's supposed to be like about 80 or 90. Yeah. It's a little too transparent. But well, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Huh? I'm gonna say I don't know if that's such a good idea to be so shiny. I don't know how you kids like it these days. Like I said, I used to know what it was. Now flex season. Wow, what cute hair. Jeez, I gotta take a picture. Alright, so I guess that's it for all our experimenting right now. This texture seems to be the business. So I guess we should be able to move on into the next stage of actually doing the tutorial. But I worry about the high try count now, because it wasn't an issue up until just now. So something that I did dunked it up. And once I figure out what that dunk is, then I'll be able to make a tutorial. I'm assuming, I'm gonna go look. I got a sinking suspicion it was the smoothness being all the way up to 63. Yes, that would do it. I damn near tripled the try count of the hair. That's why this is so high. I usually have it down here at 24. Let me try to brush something in there real quick. Yeah, that was it. I turned the sample rate all the way up so high that this is usually a good rate for us. And it usually tops off at 30 and under. When it's like double that, no wonder why my hair was in 74 Ks of triangles. So, that's no good. All this hair is garbage now. You're gonna throw it in the trash. But it was fun. But I am curious. I want to make more hair with these puff things now. I think I've gotten fond of the Tintin flip. Alright, well that's it. It's already 10 o'clock. That means I actually have to get down and do actual work today. Instead of just playing around. So you guys need me, I'll be in Discord and we'll see whatevers. Hope y'all have fun and I hope that help you learn a little more. See you next stream, which may be later on today given how much I feel like talking. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out.